What's going on, everyone? Scott here. Welcome back to the channel. So, Michigan State basketball moves to 3-0 on the young season with a 79-60 win over San Jose State in the Breslin Center on Thursday night. Now, this was a game that Michigan State doubled up San Jose State in the first half, 46-23, but San Jose State came out swinging in the second half, went on an 8-0 run, I believe it was, to start the second half, ended up winning the second half by 4 points, but was still enough for Michigan State to make a late push to have a 19-point win to move to 3-0 on the season. Now, in this game, while this wasn't I forget what the line closed at for this game, but while this wasn't a blowout against an 0-2 team coming in, a Mountain West team that, you were favored to blow out, there was quite a few good things here for Michigan State. There is some frustrating parts. I know Tom Izzo was frustrated during the game and the post-game press conference as well. But San Jose State definitely provided a couple of challenges from a couple of their guys, mainly two of their guys. But Michigan State, at the end of the day, was too big, really dominated the paint overall, defend, rebound, run, say it on the shirt here, program mantra. But that was really what this win was. And I'll get to why I think Tom Izzo is completely content with just this 19-point win, looking a little ugly and shaky for a little bit of this game. But before we do jump in, if you could, just hit that like and subscribe button down there. A little more Michigan State basketball content on the channel, so just make sure to subscribe so you don't miss a video. So we'll start with San Jose State. Really, we'll start with the guy that we started with for them, who was their leading guy coming in, averaging about 25 points a game. Colby Garland went for 22 in this game, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal as well in 35 minutes in this one. And then you look at Yafet Mounidi. Moundy, I even throughout the game, I still cannot get his last name right, and I apologize, but he had 13 points and 11 rebounds in this one, and of those 13 points, 11 of those came at the free throw line, getting to the line for 16 free throw attempts in the game overall. He was only 1 for 5 from the field overall, but he comes away with a double-double in this one with 11 boards. Sadarake had 8 points and 5 rebounds for them as well. Really was their only two besides Melvin Bell Jr. off the bench, who was 0 for 7 from the field, but he brought in 6 rebounds for them. Overall, they shot only about 36% from the field, about 30% from 3, and then 67% from the free throw line, 12 for 18 overall. And as we said, this wasn't a really good rebounding team coming in. Only finished with 26 rebounds on the night, 9 turnovers. They had 6 steals. Was solid there. But when you look at San Jose State too, they were able to hang in there, especially as we said at the beginning of that second half when they made that run to kind of come back into it. But I think a lot of that was going to fall on Michigan State, as we'll get into them here real quick. And we'll start with the starting lineup. They went with Trey Fort again at the 2. He only had 2 points in this one, 0 for 5 from 3-point range. He turned it over. He had the 1 turnover. It was kind of weird. Was trying to make a dribble move at the top of the key, or at the top of the free throw or 3-point line. Turned it over. Fast break for them. He played 16 minutes. Kurt Tang kind of had a resurgence at the 2-guard position coming off the bench. He played the most minutes at the 2-guard position. He had 19 minutes. And he finished with 10 points. And he had 10 points in the first half as well. He was 4 for 8, 2 for 5 from 3. 2 assists as well. Need to get the 2-guard position crashing the glass more. Trey Fort had 2 rebounds in this one. Kerr had 0. Jordan Scott, who has been playing the 2, the talented freshman, he played only 12 minutes in this one. He had 1 assist. He was 0 for 2 from 3 in this one. Just kind of wasn't into, not that he wasn't into the game. It just wasn't, we kind of saw the timely plays from him. He was still solid overall when he was out there, but, the offensive play, like the Arkansas game where they ran that play where he ran the Iverson cut, and then from the horn set, cut to the basket for the back door. And then his two shots from 3 were really good looks. They just didn't go down, and Michigan State struggles again from the 3-point line. Once he eventually starts hitting those, and I believe he will, he's got a good shot in my opinion. I think we'll start to see him more, and him continuing to be in the right place at the right time. He's going to stay in this rotation, and I think for now, I don't think we really got any more answers from the 2-guard position in this one. If I had to guess, I would think maybe they go back to Kurt Tang against Kentucky on Tuesday in the starting lineup, see if that can continue. If, hey, now maybe he got a couple shots to go and got kind of feeling good in a regular season game here. But I'm still not sure. Still searching at that 2-guard position. Off the bench as well. Divine Ugochukwu He had 3 points in this one, 2 assists. He had no turnovers. Thought he was just fine. For Divine's role, we've kind of talked about it throughout the summer and the beginning part of the season. His role is to help give Jeremy a blow when he's not out there, run the offense, and not have the team fall off a cliff when Jeremy has to go to the bench here for a little bit. And I think he's growing into that role even more, especially if he can continue to improve on the defensive end. Jesse McCullough got 6 minutes in this one. He had a rebound and a steal. Cam Ward off the bench, another solid game in this one. He played 15 minutes, and he had 7 points, 3 for 4 from the field, 4 rebounds as well, and as an assist, and he is just athletic. I mean, he does not look like a true freshman out there, and I expect to see his minutes continue to go up at 15. That's kind of where we kind of expected at the beginning of the season, but I expect those to go up as we get into more high leverage games. And they actually didn't do what I kind of thought they might do in this game, is play a little small to go with, kind of how San Jose State plays a lot of their guards. Carson Cooper, Jackson Kohler. Carson Cooper has a career high, 17 points. He adds 7 rebounds as well. Gets to the free throw line 10 times, 10 attempts at the free throw lines, 5 for 10. That is just not good enough. Cooper had 4 steals as well and a block in 27 minutes. That was positive there. And we'll get more to the team stuff in a second here. Cohen Carr, he only had 8 points in this one, but efficient, 4 for 7 from the field, 0 for 1 for the free throw line, but 4 rebounds, 5 assists, a steal, 2 blocks. I mean, that's solid. We're going to need Cohen, I think, in double digits most games. But when your bigs give you what they gave you, both had 17 points as we go into Jackson here in a second. But, Jeremy Fears as well. He had 15 points in this one, efficient, 4 for 7 from the field. What I really like, 3 for 5 from 3-point line. And 2 of them came late when San Jose State looked like they were making a comeback, threatening to get it under 10. Then Michigan State goes on an 8-0 run. Jeremy Fears had 2 threes in there. Had a nice mid-range shot as well. And then he had 5 rebounds as well. 4 for 4 from the free throw line. 9 assists. Did have 3 turnovers though. But overall, really solid game in 31 minutes from Jeremy Fears. And then Jackson Kohler, who I think had his best game clearly of the young season. 17 points, 18 rebounds as well. 6 for 6 from the free throw line. 1 for 5 from 3-point land though. I like the amount of attempts. They're going to go down to. I just think they need to get him into more comfortable spots to shoot those threes. If, he's getting the ball kind of in that trailing position, kind of like what we saw a lot with, going back. I've heard other people make this comparison too, but kind of like that Joey Hauser a couple years ago when we went into that action with him kind of either, as the trailing 4, getting shots at the top of the 3-point line, or when we ran pin downs for him, or, horn set, rolls replace, whatnot. That's kind of what they're having Jackson do right now. I don't think he's not the same mobility as Joey, if that makes sense. I think they need to kind of get him more in a set up spot. So if they can somehow maneuver the offense to kind of get him set on the wing or in the corner, I think that is where I'm fine with Jackson shooting 5 threes a game. I would just like those 5 threes to come in the corner, not in these kind of roll replace or, drag trail 3-point shots that he's getting right now. I think that'll help him get his percentage up overall and make those higher quality shots for him. 2 blocks as well in 30 minutes. So really, really good game from Jackson. Definitely his best game of the year, and probably up there with that Illinois game last year as well, and a couple other with his best games of his Spartan career so far. And when you look at the team stats here, Michigan State shoots at 48% compared to 36% for San Jose State. 8 for 27 from 3 for San Jose, 6 for 25 for Michigan State. So you made 5 more threes than last game, but you're still shooting only 24%. 17 for 25 for 68% for Michigan State from the free throw line. That has absolutely got to get better. You cannot, continue to go these games with missing 8+ free throws, especially when you're getting to the line like this, which is something that I think this team is going to do all year with, obviously, Jeremy Fears, the way he can, facilitate and get to the free throw line, the way that Jackson, Cooper kind of dumping it down low can get there, with the way people are going to be trying to stop Cohen with how athletic he is when he gets into the paint. People trying to contest him, he gets fouled quite a bit going to the paint as well. So something that Michigan State still has to improve on. Free throws, 68% in this one, but dominating on the glass like we expected, 45-26. 25 assists as well on the night for Michigan State, 7 steals, 6 blocks. 9 turnovers within that 8 to 12 range we always talk about. So fast break points outscored them 24-8, and points in the paint 34-20. But anyway, this was a game that started out hot for Michigan State. Got kind of wonky there in the later parts of the first half and definitely the beginning of the second half. But Michigan State able to turn it around and close the game out strong to give them a 79-60 win over San Jose State in the Breslin Center to improve to 3-0 on the season. Now we're heading into the Champions Classic at Madison Square Garden in New York City against number 9 ranked Kentucky on Tuesday at 6:30 on ESPN. So if you are like me and have YouTube TV, assume you'll be heading to your local B-dubs like I will, local bar to watch this one, or however else you can find this game. That'll be Tuesday. Very excited for that one. Very excited for the test. As I said, this is part of those, kind of 4 non-conference matchups with Arkansas, Kentucky, North Carolina, and Duke. Of those 4, I think you at least have to get 2 of them. You got Arkansas already, so you got 3 more left to at least get 1 more. Would love to go at least 3-1 in this, though, but you need to, at minimum, go 2-2 in those 4. So that'll do it for this one. We'll be back with a preview for Kentucky going in on Tuesday. So thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Peace out.